So here in the United States of America, we have what is called the National Football League, or the NFL. But up in Canada, there's the Canadian Football League, or the CFL. Now, I'm not here to choose whether the NFL or CFL is better, because they're very similar. But actually, they are almost two completely separate sports. And I am going to be giving you the real differences between the CFL and the NFL, because they are not the same sport. So here in America, or the NFL, we have what is called the Super Bowl, where the champions of the National Football Conference and the American Football Conference champions face off in the championship game for bragging rights and the Vince Lombardi Trophy. Now over in Canada, or the CFL, they have what is called the Grey Cup, where the Eastern Conference, a champion and the Western Conference champion face off for the Grey Cup. This is the Grey Cup, won by the champion of the Grey Cup championship game. So, the CFL's Grey Cup has been around longer, and we're talking like over 100 years, while the NFL has only been hosting the Super Bowl since 1966. So there's a big difference. Also, the NFL championship is based off of two conferences randomly chosen, while the CFL is based off of the Western and Eastern Division, conferences. So from both regions have their own team to represent. So there's another difference there. And also, while the Lombardi Trophy is football shaped, the CFL is more shaped like an actual trophy, or more like a cup. Or to compare to like the Stanley Cup is like a reasonable comparison, because it is played by both Canadians and Americans. So I'm pretty sure that's an accurate comparison. So the trophies are completely different. The CFL Grey Cup is older. And yeah. On the NFL, there is only 11 players allowed on the field for each team. In the CFL, each team is allowed to have 12 players on each side, for each team, In the NFL, scoring a touchdown is worth 6 points, and the extra point is worth 1 point, and the 2-point conversion is worth 2 points. Now up there in the CFL, things are a little different. If you kick a field goal not after a touchdown for an extra point, and it is still worth 3 points. But if it goes through. But if you kick it and it misses, however it clears the end zone, it is called a rouge or a single and is worth 1 point. If the kick does not reach, then it is not a dead ball. It could still be played. The kicker is allowed to kick his own kick, and you still have to play it, even if the kick is missed. A team can also score a rouge if the other team catches the ball off the field goal and he is tackled in the end zone. This is still worth a point, and it is a rouge or a single. Okay, it probably sounds so stupid. I said the kicker is allowed to kick his own kick. What I meant to say was the kicker is allowed to retrieve his own kick and score. An NFL field is 100 yards with 10-yard end zones. And a CFL field is actually 110 yards with 20-yard end zones. A CFL field is also wider, and the NFL fields have goalposts in the front. The back. Well, CFL has the goalpost in the front. Now let's talk about the downs. In the CFL, you have 3 downs to get 10 yards, while in the NFL you have 4 downs to get 10 yards, except for one occasion. The 5th down. 90s football game. NCAA. Missouri versus Colorado. On a kick, a player can call for a fair catch, and they can catch the ball without getting hit, and if so, it is a penalty. However, up in the CFL, there is no fair catch rule. In overtime in the NFL, it is the first team to score a touchdown wins the game, and a field goal doesn't count. Each team gets 1 possession. Now, obviously a field goal counts, but a field goal, how do I explain this? Okay, the first team to score a touchdown wins, but if one team scores a field goal and the other one doesn't score a field goal, or less points than a field goal, that is, then the winner goes to the field goal. If they both score a field goal, it is a tie, unless the next team gets the ball again, and if time runs out and it's still tied, then it is a tie. The CFL treats it like NCAA.